representing, it's an unusual name, but it's an interesting organization, Cardborigami.
Good evening. My name is Tina Hovsepian. As an architect, I wanted to provide the basic human necessity of shelter to those in need. So I designed Cardborigami. What is it? Imagine origami on steroids. It's folded cardboard with a geodesic dome-like roof, floor, and doors that all open and close together, like an accordion, to create instant, portable space with no assembly required. It's insulated, weatherproof, and recyclable. Our initial target groups are the homeless and disaster victims, but this can also be marketed and sold for profit. We intend to use commercial sales to help fund our homeless aid efforts. As a startup, we are currently assembling our management team, and we need partnerships with organizations like churches and missions that have facilities where people could go and safely use our shelters overnight. In the morning, shelters quickly collapse to a fraction of their size for storage or to be easily transported by one person. Now, the only other portable shelter currently available is called EDAR, but the founder, Peter Samuelson, agreed that our shelter is more portable, more lightweight, and it's cheaper at $30 per Cardborigami versus $500 per EDAR. We've taken our shelters to Skid Row many times for research, and 98% of people who used it said it's better than where they currently sleep. A woman and her daughter slept in a shelter on a cold night and told us it kept them warm enough to sleep without their jackets. Now, this is not a permanent solution, but it does fill the gap between overcrowded shelters and life on the streets. The unique design of Cardborigami has raised attention in 92 countries around the world, and we've got media coverage from CNN, KTLA, and USA Characters. We've collaborated with Architecture for Humanity and the National Organization of Minority Architects. And we even have people waiting for us to launch so that they can purchase shelters. So, to launch, I need introductions to organizations willing to partner with us and house our shelters. The more, the better. We also need volunteers who believe that if we come together, we can help solve this problem. But most importantly, we need $150,000 to begin mass production of shelters and hire staff. But after this initial funding, Cardborigami will be self-sustained as shelters are sold for disaster relief and commercial use. Cardborigami, a world where no one has to sleep without shelter due to poverty or natural disaster. Please help us make it happen. Thank you.
All right, let's turn it to our judges, and let's start this time with Warren Olney. Warren.
I thought your delivery was terrific, and you really made your points extremely clearly, and with a lot of energy and commitment. I'm a little concerned about the, you've said it fills a gap between homelessness and housing. I didn't quite understand exactly how it does that. I'd like to know more about the impact and effectiveness of it, beyond what you said that about the people on Skid Row thinking it was the best thing they'd seen.
Something to consider for next time. And Eileen Heisman, let's hear from you.
I thought it was really an interesting concept. I'm always thoughtful about projects in which for-profit and non-profit work are put together, and when it gets more mature and you have to decide whether the for-profit or the non-profit side is going to win your attention or what's important, that you really think that through really well, because right now it seems really idealistic, but 5 years from now when you have pressure to make a profit and you want to be doing charitable things as well, so you have to figure that out and where you want to be. I also think that being from the East Coast, it'd be great to figure out a way that you can do this in wet winters with snow, because it's Southern California weather. I guess a piece of cardboard would sustain itself for a much longer period of time. So whether you could think about the challenge of colder, wetter weather and how you might address that.
Very good, Eileen. Can we have another round of applause for Tina Hovsepian? Thank you, Tina.